Hello guys and welcome back to another video on Sports Reels, and today I'll be predicting week 6 of the NFL season with Derek Vlogs per usual.
Hi.
And if you didn't know, me and Derek Vlogs are going to be predicting every week of the NFL season, and we're going to see whoever has the best results at the end of the season, and the person with the best results wins. So let's go into the predictions. Last week I went 10-4 and my total record is 48-29. And Derek went 10-4 also, and his record's 50-27. So he's leading me by 2 games, and I hope to turn that around. And these were last week's game results on the screen. And yeah, now we can predict week 6. So first we matchup Bengals at Colts. I think this should be an intense game, but last week the O-line could barely hold up against the Ravens, and I think that could be a big reason why the Colts are going to take this win.
I think Colts win also. Their defense is pretty decent, and the Bengals' line is just not very good in the NFL.
Yeah, so next is the Patriots at Broncos. Broncos at Patriots. This week matchup was supposed to happen last week, but it got postponed after Stephon Gilmore and another unnamed player got the coronavirus. I think the Patriots will still win, even more now that they have Cam and Gilmore will probably be back. So yeah, the Patriots should easily win this by 2 or more possessions.
I think the Patriots win this also. It would have been more intense if they had Courtland Sutton and Drew Lock, but since they don't, the Patriots should probably win this.
Okay, so next is Browns at Steelers. This should be a really good game. Both teams, the Steelers undefeated 4-0, the Browns are 4-1. This game should be really good, and I'm going to give it to the Browns. I just think the Browns have what it takes. Baker Mayfield's finally getting into the rhythm, and OBJ is playing good, and their defense is clutching up. They did pretty bad against the Cowboys, but last week they did good enough to hold off the Colts. So I think the Browns should win.
I'm going to take a risk and go with the Steelers. I think the Steelers will win this one last second and maybe overtime.
And the Steelers are good also, so. But
They better not.
they played all bad teams, so you never know. Okay, so next is the Texans at Titans. Titans should easily win this. We're recording this video right after they demolished the Bills, and with that showing, I think the Titans are going to win. They're just too good. And the Texans are horrible without DeAndre Hopkins, it looks like. And yeah, Titans should easily win this.
Yeah, this should be a walk in the park for them.
So next, the Jets at the Dolphins. The Dolphins should, I think in my opinion, easily win this. The Jets just cut Le'Veon Bell, if you didn't hear. Which is this same thing happened, so he started talking like trash about the coaching staff, and they got rid of him. The same thing happened with Jamal, so it looks like the Jets are getting rid of all their good players, which is a proven strategy to work. And Fitzmagic's playing pretty good, so I'm going to give this one to the Dolphins.
Yeah, same. The Jets are just a tanking team. They're just only getting worse. I see them as the years get on, they only get worse for somehow. So the Dolphins should win this.
Okay, next is the Chiefs at Bills. This should be a good matchup Monday night, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to give this to the Chiefs. They played bad last week against the Raiders, but that was mainly their defense's fault. So I think their defense should recover with this extra day to practice also. And they should be able to beat the Bills. It'll be a close one, but I think they'll win by like 7.
I think the Chiefs will win. Also, I just don't. There's as long as the Chiefs team stays healthy, I don't see how you can possibly beat their team.
Well, the Raiders beat them last week.
That was a fluke.
Okay, so next, Ravens at Eagles. The Ravens, easy win. Eagles, they're not that good this year. Carson Wentz had a good game against the 49ers. Other than that, they've been pretty bad.
Yeah, I think the Ravens should win this also pretty easily.
Okay, next, Lions at Jaguars. Both teams have 1 win, I think. Yeah, both teams have 1 win. I'm going to give this to the Jaguars. They didn't play that good last week against the Texans, but I still think they have enough to beat the Lions, who are struggling even with their players back. So yeah.
I think the Jaguars will win this also. I don't see the Lions somehow winning this.
Okay, so next, football team versus Giants. This should be a good game, but I think without Barkley, they had a good backup running back. He played okay last week. I just think the football team is a better team, but they benched Dwayne Haskins, and I heard they're going to probably trade him or cut him even. And I think either Ryan Allen or Alex Smith will be able to pull the football team to win.
Yeah, I think the football team will also win it. I feel like it'll be sort of close, but they'll come out with it.
Bears at Panthers. Even though the Bears have been playing really good, I'm going to give this one to the Panthers. They played really good against the Cardinals, and they played good against last week against the Falcons. Teddy Bridgewater is playing nice, and their backup running back's playing really good also, in place of Christian McCaffrey. I think
Yeah, I
he's
think the Panthers will
eligible to
also win
play.
this with their players playing again. Then I see like the Chicago Bears had a little bit of luck on their side the past few weeks.
Yeah. Next is Falcons at Vikings. The Vikings almost beat the Seahawks last week, but DK Metcalf clutched up on 2 fourth downs. I think the Falcons will actually win this game. I just don't know how they're losing. They have talent, they're just not using it well.
I feel like the Vikings will win this one. I feel the Vikings have quite the weapons. Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen. I don't know if the Falcons can. I feel like it'll be close, but the Vikings will come out with it.
Okay, so next, Packers at Buccaneers. It's Brady versus Rodgers. This should be an intense game. But I don't think, Brady's playing pretty good, but Rodgers is just playing really good, and the Packers have a better defense than the Buccaneers, in my opinion. So I think the Packers should win.
I think the Packers win, but it's going to be hard because I don't think they have Devontae Adams, so they don't really have a passing game.
Yeah, but the guy Lazard was playing pretty well last week. No, the week before.
I think the Packers will probably win this, but I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if the Bucs came out with the win, but I'll just go with the Packers.
Next is Rams at 49ers. The 49ers, they lost to the Dolphins, which I predicted, but I think the Rams will win. The Rams have been looking really good this year. They only lost to the Bills, but they barely lost. They almost came back, and I think the Rams should be able to win this. Not too easily, but maybe by 10 points or 11.
The 49ers got harassed by the Dolphins, so I think that's all you really need to say.
Next, Cardinals at Cowboys. Kyler Murray didn't play good 2 weeks ago, and their defense played bad 1 week ago. But this week, the Cardinals look really good, but they're playing against the Jets, so that makes anyone look good. I'm still going to give it to the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals are just a really talented team. I think they'll come out with this.
So yeah, that's all the predictions. And these are my predictions. Look in the left for the AFC, right in the AFC. Those are the division and rankings. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.